So, what if you finally broke free from your abuser only to discover you were still chained to them through debt? Imagine leaving your life and finding out that your credit cards, your loan, even some of the bills are all still in your name, opened without your knowledge, even. That's not just money trouble. Yeah, that's another form of abuse. And today's letter shines a light on that side of domestic violence. Most people don't talk about these things when financial control follows you long after the relationship ends.
Survivor to survivor, break the silence. In the depths of silence, a voice emerges. A voice that says, "You are not alone." Welcome to Survivor, where strength rises through shared stories, where pain transforms into resilience, where survivors connect and empower each other. Your story matters. Your voice matters. You matter. Join the movement. Subscribe now. Welcome to Survivor.
Well, welcome back to Survivor. This week's email says, "Hi, I left my abusive partner a few months ago and thought I was finally free. But now the bills and the debts I never even knew about are piling up in my name. Credit cards I didn't open, loans I never signed for. He used my information to trap me financially. I feel like I had never get out from under this debt, and it's making me question whether leaving was worth it. Is this kind of thing considered abuse? And how can I possibly start over when my for sharing something that so many of survivors definitely quietly struggle about. And yes, what you are describing absolutely is abuse. Often abusers use money and the credit cards. They're all tools of control because it can outlast physical abuse and keep the survivor trapped even after we have left. And as survivors, we know freedom isn't always immediate. You can escape the relationship, but sometimes the chains left behind are financial ones. It doesn't mean you made the wrong choice to leave. It means your abuser is using every tactic possible to hold on to the control over you. Here's a few steps that you might find helpful. Document everything. Keep a record of the accounts and the debits that you did not open and save any proof you can find. Dispute the fraudulent charges for sure. Contact your credit bureaus, report identity theft if the accounts were opened without your consent, especially. Some survivors have been able to get those debts removed by showing that evidence. I know I did. Seek DV specific advocacy. Many domestic violence organizations have financial abuse specialists who can guide you through credit repair, small grants, or even some legal remedies, right? Um, Rebuild slowly. Even starting with a secured credit card or a small step towards a savings account can help you rebuild your independence and show that financial freedom is possible. You are not alone in this. Financial abuse is one of the most common forms of control in abusive relationships. But with time and support, survivors do recover. Your safety and your freedom are worth more than any credit score. So, thank you for joining us on this episode of Survivor to Survivor. Have you a question you would like to answer in a future episode? Email us at podcast@breakthesilencedv.org. And remember, you can support survivors like the one you just heard today simply by shopping through Walmart's Spark Good Roundup program. You can round up your change at checkout and have it donated directly to Break the Silence Against Domestic Violence. Small change really does add up and make a difference. So go to spark/good and look up Break the Silence and mark us as your preferred charity. And until next time, remember, your voice matters, your story matters, and you are never alone.